He comes right out, whack, right in my neck, and then bam, right in my arm. And I'm like, whoa. Now I'm bleeding all over the side of his car. I'm spewing blood out of my neck.
Still shaken, obviously, after the battle he survived at Publix. This man stabbed by a stranger in the parking lot, but he is the one who went to jail. The story only on Fox tonight. Good evening, everybody. I'm Bob Fryer.
And I'm Amy Koffa. When we heard this story, we knew you had to hear it, too. It all went down in Clermont in Lake County around 8:30 last night. Steve Gelbach spent the day up there trying to sort this one out, and he's joining us live right now from that Publix. Steve, this story is just bizarre.
Amy and Bob, these were total strangers, both men in their mid-40s, and this confrontation started up near the front of this parking lot, ended back here in the back with the stabbing, and it ended with the stabbee going to jail, the stabber being called a victim here. I talked to both men this afternoon, and let's just say they have very different versions of the story.
Bam, right in my arm.
The two men had never met. Dan Monahan now has a black and blue left eye.
I'm still freaked out about it. I mean, it just never should have happened. It's just weird.
Lance Callahan has stab wounds in his neck and right arm. He thought Monahan was going to run him down as he left the Publix supermarket last night.
But I'm so freaked out that he's going to hurt my wife. I don't know if he's got a gun or what he's got going.
I was in the vehicle and I did not even have my seatbelt off. My seatbelt was on the whole time.
You weren't the aggressor?
Not at all.
He says Callahan chased him through the parking lot, then wouldn't let him leave. You blocked him in.
I did somewhat block him in, and my only mistake was approaching him. When I got out of my car and I walked up, I said, "What the effing are you doing?"
You know, I'm going to find your family. I got your license plate. I know where you live. Then he punched me.
That's when Monahan says he reached for the small pocket knife he keeps in the center console.
I grabbed it, opened it, and had it in my left hand.
And then just swung.
Yeah.
Callahan says he never laid a hand on the guy before getting stabbed.
I didn't even get a chance to get even close enough to him because within a foot and a half, he had the knife sitting there in a fist position just like this. When I came up, he thrusted it right into my neck. Trust me, I didn't see anything coming.
Monahan jumped a curb, drove home, and called 911. Clermont police talked to both men and at least 3 eyewitnesses, all back up Monahan's version of the story. Callahan, who spent the night in the hospital, then in jail, says they're lying. He says he didn't threaten to kill anyone. He is the victim.
He said that to me after he stabbed me. "I'll kill you and your whole family," is what he says to me.
Not the other way around.
Right.
But cops didn't believe him and determined the stabbing was in self-defense. Callahan, the man who was stabbed, says he's going to talk to a lawyer tonight and he's going to fight these charges. As for Monahan, the one who did the stabbing, he says he's now having an alarm put on his house tomorrow because he fears for his family's safety. Live in Clermont, Steve Gelbach, Fox 35 News.
Wow, that is wild. Steve, thanks. Callahan was charged with assault and battery with burglary to a car because he reached inside of the window. He is out of jail on $25,000 bond.